Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. We finally have Android Pie in beta version on our OnePlus 6. OnePlus just released this a couple of days ago, so let's go ahead and do a quick hands-on with the latest feature of this open beta. This is TK and this is XDA TV. If you'd like to know the process that I took to be able to upgrade from the developer preview over to the beta, I'll give you guys a link in the description below for the video that I did showcasing the update process. But once you're in here, you're pretty much just ready to go. The device or this version of Android is really daily driver ready. Beta generally means more stable than the developer preview. And realistically, the last developer preview they had, that was pretty stable. So I'm really looking forward to all of the good things. A couple of caveats just to let you know, this does not pass safety net, and this also has some issues with Google Play services. So just keep that in mind. It doesn't necessarily stop everything, but again, this is a beta, so not everything is 100%. The first thing you'll notice here is the navigation gesture here. I'm actually able to use the new style of Pixel device and navigation gesture. We have that little back button that we have here. Swiping up in the middle, of course, or holding it longer will get us access directly to the assistant. But just doing a standard swipe takes us in. Close all is sitting at the bottom as it should be. And of course, I can go in and hit the three buttons. I can lock, split screen app, or app information. You can also still go in and just basically clear all the application or clear them one at a time. You don't have a way of basically swiping up, taking you into the app drawer the way we have it on our Pixel device. That still goes through with the gesture above it. So just keep in mind, you can swipe up here, go into it, swipe up from the bottom, gets you into the Recents app. This is on top of having standard normal gestures. You'll notice I already had the theme implied. This is under the display setting. So if you go under display, you still have ambient display, no always on, unfortunately. You can hide the notch if you don't want it, screen calibration, reading mode, night mode, sleep mode, all the good things that you normally have. But we do have, of course, dark theme, light theme, and colorful. I just kept it as dark. That's generally the one I like, and I kept the blue as an accent for me. That's usually what I like to do. We'll go back real quick. The categories are pretty much the same. We have battery, storage. Again, this is developer preview to beta. Not a lot of differences here. But when we get into basically the buttons and gestures is really where it's nice. So we have alert slider options, quick gestures, and of course, those are the off-screen gestures. Quick turn on camera, and then navigation bar and gestures. By default, when I first installed it, it did have just the standard home, back, and recents button. And of course, we do have the OnePlus gestures, which is typical to what we've had in the past. This is just normal, no big difference there. And now we have the back and home button. So this is really very close to the way we have it on our Pixel devices, although with a slight modification. The other thing, of course, if let's say I'm directly in the Play Store and I do have, auto rotate off, switching the device to the side gives us that little icon right there, and you guys could see that. Clicking that will make the device switch. And of course, going back into standard, it takes us back into it. So that function is, of course, really nice, very built in here. Or, of course, you could just turn on auto rotation, depending to your preference. The theme really looks very, very nice. Although it does not permeate to the notifications, you'll notice they still come up as white, but I wish that would have been fixed. I still need to go through and finish this setup. The camera app did not get a lot of updates overall, but it still looks pretty good. We still have access to basically 4:3 photos under video. Let's go ahead and swipe the video. And then we still have the ability of going to 4K at 60 frames per second on the back camera. And of course, going on the front one, 1080p or 720p. And of course, you have the portrait mode, and we can swipe up. Let's go under photo. Yeah, we'll go one more. And then we'll swipe up. So all the different modes, slow-mo, pro mode, time-lapse, panorama, all of this stuff. Again, standard stuff, and of course, you're able to use it, and it works really, really well. Audio playback on this is pretty good. I've heard some people say that they've had some issues with it, but no issues right here. Volume rocker on the left, you're still able to control it. Mute the sound, of course, or go full. And of course, if you're casting, you'll be able to control it there. Power button, if you hold it, we have the screenshot, restart, and power menu, although not themed the way the little option here. So that's a little bit of a kind of an inconsistency. The black theme goes everywhere except for the power button. But overall, still pretty good. And the alert slider, of course, you can expect, works. And then we have the notification. And then the theme applies to this one, of course. Other than that, I think it's pretty good. As I mentioned, Safety Net is not working right now, as well as some Google Play services. So other than that, everything pretty much the same. It does come preloaded with the Google application, so you don't have to worry about those. Of course, you have Allo, all this stuff, and Google Pay, and of course, weather and stuff. And you can still download and install all your other applications to check it out. So that was a quick hands-on with Android Pie in open beta on our OnePlus 6. I'll give you guys links in the description below to be able to download the file, as well as basically the process to be able to update it if you're running on the developer preview. Again, OnePlus recommends you doing a wipe or a reset once you do the actual update. It's to your preference. You can go without it, or you can basically see if there's any issues, and if you want to fix them, uninstall and reinstall the application. Sometimes that fixes the issue. But if it's a big enough of a concern, you can always go back into the recovery by rebooting with volume down, and then go in and just doing a standard wipe after you back up your information. Definitely really cool. I think it's daily driver ready. The sound, the performance looks really, really nice. I'm excited to be able to see that we're getting closer to the final version. As beta generally indicates, we're very close. So looking forward to more features. This just keeps making our OnePlus 6 an even better device than it was when I first picked it up. Like and subscribe as usual. Let me know what you guys think about having Android Pie in open beta on our OnePlus 6. This is TK. Make sure you check out my channel and like and subscribe to this channel, and I'll see you guys in the next video.